You guys, one thing that I did not anticipate about having a vegetable garden is how much I was going to become like a desperate vegetable dealer to everybody in my life.
Nice.
That's true. I've been dealt
this.
vegetables.
Yeah.
I've been dealt vegetables on this.
I told Noelle, I said, I'm not coming over to record unless you will take 1 to 2 zucchini and some kale from me.
And I was forced to take it before Kat would come through the door.
I said, you got to take these off my hands.
She kept threatening to run away.
I kept threatening. I now, like, Juniper, you told us that story about how in New Ulm people would leave zucchinis in unlocked cars.
Wait, what?
Yes. It happened to somebody at the church because everybody at church would grow zucchini specifically which is really funny because
it's easy to grow.
It's part of going to church.
Okay, but that's what they say. But I grew 3 things this summer: tomatoes, peppers, zucchini. Guess which one has died immediately? My zucchini.
It's easy to grow, but you need a lot of space to grow it. It does not grow well in pots.
Well, mine didn't even sprout. Like they didn't even. Oh,
that's just. I mean, if you were doing this is no longer funny. This is just gardening talk with Juniper and Kat.
Yeah,
but like when you're doing it from seed, like you have to start a dozen of them, and maybe one will sprout. That's just like
okay.
That squashes,
that's
baby.
Just how it is.
So listeners at home, jot that down.
Jot that down.
There will be a test later.
There will be a test later about starting plants from seed versus buying seedlings from a good nursery, which I always actually recommend.
If you get any of this wrong, by the way, we will put zucchinis in your car.
We will. That's actually that's your punishment.
So the story is that the many ladies at church all had zucchini gardens, and they all had millions. They were all called Millions Zucchini. They all had millions of zucchini.
And they were all brothers from another planet.
And they were all brothers. They were all plant brothers, all called Millions Zucchini.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking notes.
Nobody would take their zucchini because everybody was so fucking sick of zucchini. It was like too much. Like nobody wanted any. And so like literally.
Actually,
like,
oh my God, I remember this because you kept making fucking zucchini bread like again and again and again.
Yes. That's why, because we were given so many zucchini that all I could do with it was make zucchini bread. But also people would like leave. It was like a small town. So everybody like does shit, like leave their doors unlocked and shit like that. So people would leave their car doors down, like rolled down in the summer so they don't get as hot. Yeah. The windows. And then the church ladies would drive by and drop bags of zucchinis into people's open windows of their cars. Literally to get rid of them.
Yeah. And I understand where I understand where they're coming from now.
Shocking behavior.
No, I get it now because
that's what it's like.
I currently have sitting on my kitchen counter, I have 5 zucchinis. I just gave 2 to Noelle. I have another 6 that are currently like within days of being ripe. And then maybe another 6 after that will be ripe in another week or 2.
Wow. Keep your windows closed, boys.
Lock your doors.
I'm going to give you all yellow squash.
I mean, I like zucchini. I'll take some zucchini.
I'll take some too, Kat.
If I haven't found a use for them by the time we next see each other,
I'll take some, and then a couple days later, I'll give you some zucchini bread.
Beautiful. Nice. Listen, I'll take it. I also have
zucchini bread is great.
Zucchini bread always hits. It always hits.
Good.
I also have a lot of kale, so you might get
I'll take some kale.
I did kale from seed this year, and I had 4 seedlings that were doing so good, and I was like, I know I need to pull 2 of these because I don't need 4 kale plants. But then they were doing so good, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to cut their little lives short. Yeah. So now I have 4 kale plants. And they are choking out other things in the bed because.
Speaking of being choked out in bed.
Hey! Have something you want to tell us, Pat?
Speak more on that. Noelle.
I just was giving Kat an opportunity to say, let's play Blitz in the Dark.
No, I know, but I want to hear more.
She didn't take it.
I didn't take it because I didn't know that's what you were doing. I thought you were just making
What else?
It was so shocking. It was so shocking, Noelle.
I'm sorry, I shocked you.
Didn't shock me at all. Yeah. Made perfect sense.
Errol was right on board with me. Errol was like, of course, this is part of our professional business.
Our rapport.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, anyway, speaking about our rapport, let's play Blitz in the Dark.
All right.
All right, everybody, have you been taking notes? Question 1. What types of plants are best to start from seed versus getting at a nursery? Wrong. Hi, I'm Kat, and I am your GM, and that stands for Garden Master.
Oh, Garden Master. Should you grow a garden inside or outside? Ding, you got it right. It's me, Noelle, and I play Pepper on the podcast.
That's your question?
Yeah, and she's a railjack.
True or false? You should never pull leaves off your basil plant. Wrong. My name is Juniper. Oh, and I play Valerian, and he's a slide.
Nice.
Wrong. You should have anticipated what the question was going to be already. My name is Errol, and I play Friedrich Weiss, a leech.
Nice.
True or false? Leeches can be found in the garden.
True. I've seen you there.
Correct. Now, okay, let's get into what happened last time. Last time, you manipulated and conned Pepper's way into the Sun Queen contest. You sabotaged a current contestant who is allergic to bees. Valerian, you saved her life in disguise as a clergyman, establishing yourself as a miracle worker, and then you used that reputation to recommend Pepper, or Peppera, as a replacement in the contest and to get yourself placed as a judge. Another of the judges is a hero in Aphatrea called Adrastes, who wields a legendary sword, perhaps another memento, maybe for the taking, perhaps, maybe, we'll see. And finally, the Sun Queen contestants took part in the first event, an archery contest, which Friedrich rigged so that Pepper and the low-class contestant Dora would do extremely well. The others did passably well too, except for Princess Olympia, who sucked. And that brings us to now. The people in the stands roar with delight as the archery contest concludes and then fall into a hushed silence to await the results. Pepper, you and the other ladies have been brought to a backstage area, and Friedrich, you are still in the second row of the stands posing as Lady Peppera's father. And Valerian, you are in the judge's box, and it is time for you to give archery scores to these 5 lovely contestants. Several servants come by and give each of you judges a wax tablet and a stylus to mark down your scores on how these young women have done.
And is it out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
Okay. Obviously, I'm going to give Pepper and Dora both 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Because, they just really did it. I'm going to give the princess 7 out of 10.
Whoa, that's high.
Even though she did really shitty.
Well, I don't know, maybe I should do 5 out of 10 then.
I mean, it depends what you're trying to do.
I want to capitulate to her, but I don't want it to be too obvious.
Maybe like a 6 then.
7 seems too crazy. Okay, we'll do 6. And I just kind of want to piss Pavlina off. Pavlina and Fotina both did the same, right?
Yeah, but they both did pretty good.
Yeah, they did really good.
So I'm going to give Fotini 8 out of 10.
Okay.
And I'm going to give Pavlina 7 out of 10.
Ooh.
Is this anonymous judging?
I'm assuming I have to put it forward.
It is cumulative judging, but it's not necessarily anonymous. Like if somebody asks,
Sure.
Yeah.
they'll know.
Okay.
But a servant comes back by and he collects your tablets from you, and another one of the temple acolytes stands there and does some math. And then the announcer kind of runs up and they talk for a second, and then he runs back out to the center as this stage is being set up, and he ascends onto the top of the stage and he says, "Good people, the scores are in. Coming in at the top of our scores is the humble and beautiful Dora Denai." And
how does the crowd react to that?
Yeah, that was going to be my
Yeah, I think the crowd has a very mixed reaction to this. The common folk in the higher sections of the Colosseum, they are going absolutely apeshit feral, whereas the aristos around you, Friedrich, are hissing. They're hissing in displeasure.
Cool, their spit gets on me.
Yeah, their spit gets on you. It's gross.
I can't wait till after this we're going to meet up with Friedrich, and he's just going to be covered in substances.
Yeah, I'm going to take up an emotion point for all the substances.
Following closely after her is our mysterious new beauty, the Lady Peppera.
Hey!
Yo!
How's a crowd like that?
Oh, everybody claps a normal amount. They don't know
Sure.
you, Pepper.
Yeah.
But they're loving your energy.
Yeah.
Next is our beautiful Princess Olympia. She may not have not have scored highly, but she has scored highly with the judges. The crowd gives a confused amount of applause.
Yeah, she still got my lowest score, which means...
which means the other judges.
Yeah.
Coming up next is Pavlina Evridiki, followed then by Fotini Persephone, our Lady of the Temple.
That's wild.
So that's switched from what?
Switched from what I did, yeah. So they like her better.
Interesting.
That's fascinating.
There are some politics here that you are not
Privy.
aware of.
Wow. I'm starting to understand their bitchiness.
Pepper, you hear all the scores being announced in the waiting room that you're in, and you're being served like some fruit and some watered wine, and you have servants waving palm fans to keep you all cool.
Oh, well, like as soon as we are even vaguely like in the tunnel going out, Pepper would like run up to Dora and be like, "Whoa, that was amazing!"
I cannot speak to the skill that I displayed today. I truly am no great master with the bow. I only hunt rabbits with it.
Well, that's more than I hunt with it. That's amazing.
I suppose. Perhaps the goddess truly is with me today.
I look around at the others to see what their reactions are.
Olympia comes up on Dora's other side and she like loops her arm through Dora's and says, "Well then, if the goddess is with you, then I shall be with you too. Come, let us refresh ourselves." And Fotini and Pavlina give each other sort of that like side-eye look of like, oh, this bitch. And they follow behind silently and sullenly.
Fotini Bobini.
Fotini Bobana. Bobini Bobana.
When the scores are announced and you guys hear the scores being announced and Olympia still comes in third despite everything, Pavlina gets up and just throws down her cup of wine.
Oh shit.
And storms off to, like, there's not really anywhere for her to go, so she just sort of storms off to stand by the entrance with her arms crossed waiting to go out.
I think Pepper would want to go over to her and be like, "Hey, like, is that what you expected?"
I suppose so. Of course, the perfect Olympia will be rated highly no matter how poorly she does.
How is she perfect if she sucks at archery?
You ask a very salient question, Lady Peppera.
I mean, she seems really nice, and obviously she's extremely hot. Don't get me wrong, but it does seem really unfair.
Yes, her sweetness and her beauty will cover up any other flaws that she may have.
Huh.
Does Olympia seem surprised, or is she like embarrassed, or is she just
Olympia has absolutely no compunctions about her elevated status.
She's just like, okay, whatever.
She's like, oh, of course.
I'm me. That's what happened.
Yeah, she's saying, oh, the goddess has blessed me. The goddess has blessed me to be doing so well despite doing so poorly.
Okay.
Yes, she thinks absolutely nothing of her privileges.
Right.
Oh, and Pavlina like looks back over her shoulder at Olympia and rolls her eyes. I'm sure it's that hero. He is, of course, going to try and court the most privileged lady among us and try to elevate her above the rest of us.
Oh.
But he'll see. The piece that I am to perform will surely catch his eye. And then he'll have no thought for golden Olympia.
So this is The Bachelor. Oh, rattlesnake sound. Pepper nods and she says, "You know, I've thought about it, but I don't think I'll be using my musical piece to seduce that guy, whoever he was. But you, on the other hand, I think you'll really like my piece."
It is all the good that you are not trying to catch his eye, for there is enough competition in that field.
Who else trying to get with him?
Oh, only every single woman in the entirety of Aphatrea.
Oh.
He is the golden hero returned from the battlefields victorious, bringing wealth and glory to our lands. And he has been blessed by the gods to wield their sword.
Oh, a special sword?
Oh, yes. They say it has been passed down from master to student all the way back from the times of the gods.
Wow, it sounds like it has a lot of memories attached to it.
Oh, I'm sure, though it also has a lot of blood seeped into the steel.
Well, that's no problem. I'm sure it's been wiped off. So you keep your chin up, Pavlina. And Pepper gives her a little bop under the chin. I think you're gonna do great.
Thank you, Lady Peppera. You do well to ingratiate yourself with me.
These bitches, dude.
Pepperwinks.
Okay, so now you are all led out onto the stage, and each of you are handed your instruments as you walk out, for the next event is music.
Damn, is it all in one day?
It is all in one day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot.
God.
So with your fingers aching from the bowstring, you are now to put fingers to instrument strings. Do you guys have anything that you want to do to try and sabotage the other contestants or give Pepper an advantage?
I have plans not to sabotage the contestants, but to sabotage the judges' judgment.
Tell me.
So one of my items that I think I'm going to choose to bring is something called trance powder.
I was literally going to suggest the same thing.
We're geniuses.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you've got trance powder.
So I have trance powder, and my thought was
Turn them all trance. Sorry.
I'm going to turn all of them all trance. Whoa! I'm now specific. What's that fucking guy's name?
It is Gavriel, Adrastus, Valerian, and one other priest
Okay,
whose name is
Bobangle.
Bobangle. Bobangliclis.
Bangly.
Bobangles.
Bobangles, yes, Bobangles.
Bobangles.
All right.
Priest Bobangles.
Okay, so I have in my pocket. What's the word? A
Dispenser.
dispersal.
Like
You
an
have like one of
aerosolizer?
those, you have one of those, like a little humidifier that you can put
Yes.
essential oils in.
Yes, I have an essential oil humidifier in the form of a tiny ball, and it's full of trance powder. And and I'm gonna let it all out as the contestants come out for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
I surreptitiously throw it on the ground. Away from me enough that I won't be affected by it.
Okay. What action would you like to roll?
Okay. I would love to use prowl, survey, or hunt.
I think Prowl you could, because you're trying to sneak. You're trying to sneak this.
Yes, yeah. I don't want it to be obvious that I have set off a trance powder bomb in the judges.
Sure.
Yeah, I can help you with this. I
Okay.
think, how about I have helped you to create this device that disperses the powder? And so instead of it being like a bomb, it's maybe just like a small little like incense device.
Yes.
And in fact, maybe I've compressed the powder into a lovely little blue incense stick. It can be like a religious, ritual where you're just saying a little prayer to your
that's
lovely
genius.
little incense.
Yes.
So I think I'll take 1 stress to assist you.
Watch me get like all ones, you guys.
You can do it.
My highest is a 4.
Okay, you succeed, but there is a consequence.
Okay.
You have planted this, and it is going to go off just at the time that you expect it to. The problem is you do not clear the area.
Oh, so I'm also in the trance.
So I'm going to give you a level 1 harm.
Okay.
That is trance.
Oh, interesting.
So what does trance powder exactly do?
It induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled.
So I'm like high.
Yeah,
Okay,
you are.
okay.
You are.
You're
high.
suggestible.
You're high. You're suggestible.
But so is everybody
So
else.
is everyone
so
else.
everybody else around you.
Okay.
So right now you are still doing okay, but you are suddenly like
on the ropes.
stoned as fuck. All right, so as all of the judges are put into this trance, the ladies are led up onto the stage to perform their pieces of music. I'm just going to go ahead and roll fortune rolls again for each of them. Olympia goes first again, and she is doing a piece on the lyre. And holy shit, she is bad.
Oh no!
No!
I love
Olympia
that.
has no skills.
Olympia she beefs it hardcore. Her fingers hurt so much from the bowstrings, and she just keeps missing notes, and it is not good. It is not good.
Okay.
And then Pavlina, she is playing an instrument that is called a pandura, which she does pretty good. She does actually really quite well. And she performs this beautiful piece, a exaltation of Aloysia. Fotini, she is playing an instrument called an aulos, which is a 2-pronged flute. And she does a passable job. It's not great.
She's dual wielding.
It is almost kind of the fault of her instrument because it is a very powerful instrument, but not necessarily a very pleasant instrument.
Sure.
Dora is playing a harp, and she does pretty good. It's not bad. It's not great. The people up in the upper seats, though, they really love it. It's a rousing sort of folk tune. It's not very well suited for the sort of like highfalutin society that she's in right now, but the people love it. And now, Pepper.
Yeah.
How do you do? Give me a fortune roll. Are you doing anything to help besides the trance powder? There, everybody is in a weird stupor.
I think like I can just roll straight up and down because Pepper would have assured them that she's good to win.
Yeah.
Like, she's got it.
Okay.
She has it covered.
What is
Shit.
it?
Is it a 1? I got a 1. Fuck. All right. So I think basically what that means is Pepper plays something that is deeply sad and depressing. This is like just music, like not singing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She comes out and she's kind of showboating, like listening for the crowd, like hyping them up. And then when she starts playing, it's really slow. like she plays like one note and then waits really long. And then the next note is like another really long note that's really just like low and depressing.
I just want to say, up in the judges' stand, Valerian is losing his shit.
Like he's laughing?
Yes. He is loving this. And he unfortunately is high, so he doesn't have the wherewithal to crack down on that as much as he normally would. But he loves this. This is his type of shit.
Yeah. And she plays like several more like dark minor chords, and then she smiles out at everybody and bows.
And there is a very tepid applause for you.
Yeah.
Valerian's the loudest.
To be clear, Pepper's wasn't bad, but it was really
It was just
sad.
really
Yeah,
inappropriate.
it's just really sad.
Friedrich liked it too then.
All right. Contestants are escorted off the stage. And Valerian, you are in the judge's booth high as a kite.
Yep.
With everybody else who's also high as a kite.
Yep.
And Adrastus goes, I am intoxicated by sweet music. Not so much the last one, but the fair ladies and their fairer notes make my mind so heavy.
My friend, that last one, it really moved me. I've not heard music like that since my ordination into the priesthood. I came from a small town, very strange practice, but it's like home to me. It makes me feel so seen and good.
And the high priest next to you, Valerian, is just staring at the sky. And he's just sort of staring up, open-mouthed at the sky. He is completely out there. And so, like, the wax tablet is offered to him, and it's like they have to poke him a couple of times before he gets it. And then he just...
Can Valerian reach over and be like, let me help you with that, master. I can handle this for you if you need.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You take it from him.
Okay.
And you mark down your scores. How do you...
For him and me, I gave Olympia 7 because I didn't want to look part of the crowd. Pavlina, I gave her 8.
Okay.
I gave Fotini 6, Dora 7, and obviously Pepper 10 with the beautiful death ballad.
Fair enough.
Okay. So the announcer comes back out after the scores have been tabulated and he says, fair people, please join us next door for the charioteering. But first I will tell you how things stand. Leading the pack now is the fiery and perhaps melancholy Lady Peppera. And the crowd goes confused. And people are starting to sort of elbow each other and be like, what is going on with these judges? Like, this is getting kind of weird. And so it is Peppera and then Olympia, Pavlina, Fotini, and Dora has fallen to the bottom, I'm afraid.
That's not right.
I saw that coming.
Yes. And so, now, join us at the Hippodrome for the chariot races.
Hey guys, it's sleepy hour. It's me, Juniper. Sleepy hour. I'm on my lunch break. That's the sound of my pills rattling around in a bottle because I just picked them up without thinking because I'm tired because I've been up until 1 a.m. for 2 nights in a row. And the first night, it wasn't my fault. And the second night, it was because I was reading fan fictions. So it was my fault. And I'm paying for the consequences of my actions right now while I record this mid-roll. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you guys are awake and that you've had coffee or that you haven't had coffee if coffee does weird stuff to you. I have some friends that coffee does weird stuff to. And I'm an empath. Okay, let's get into the mid-roll and stop doing whatever this is. Thanks for listening, everybody. Here's the mid-roll. News, merch. Well, okay, there's merch coming. I can't say anything about it, but I've seen some stuff. And it's pretty cool. But, you know, I mean, I'll keep my little lippies sealed until it's time. But there's some merch coming. There are quarterly prints are coming out for patrons. So keep an eye on your little mailboxes for all that good stuff. And then, as always, we are doing new stuff this summer. It is the summer of streams. My dog's about to bark. Just, it's fine. Don't worry about that. But it's the summer of streams. So we're doing a wonderful thing that's going to last much longer than just this summer called Riverdale Roulette, where we are all listening to episodes of Riverdale completely out of order. And then we are coming together. Oh, baby. It's okay. Oh, my puppy. What was I saying? We are listening to episodes of Riverdale in a random order. Oh, there it goes again. To try to figure out what Riverdale is about. I think we just had our 3rd episode, officially episode number 2, because we started on episode number 0. And they air every other Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on our Legend Lark YouTube channel. And speaking of YouTube and social medias, we have them. We have Tumblr, Blue Sky, Instagram, Reddit, and a fan-run Discord. And we are Legend Lark Pod everywhere on literally just like if you just search up Legend Lark, like you'll find us. You guys know how the internet works. Like that's you just look it up. We'll be there. And the other place that you can find us, there's one other place you can find us, and it's called Patreon. And you can go on to Patreon and you can find us there and you can support us on Patreon financially if you so choose, which allows us to do cool stuff like send our patrons things in the mail. There's a quarterly prints tier, and every quarter you'll get I'm literally so tired, you guys. This is not a bit. Like, I'm really genuinely, I was going to take a nap over lunch, and then I remembered I had to do this, and I was like, and I made myself an iced coffee. And here we are. Anyways, you could go to our Patreon and get prints. Every quarter we send out new prints. Errol and I take turns each quarter making little beautiful arts and sending them out. And you can get them sent directly to you. And then we also have another fancy tier. You can get access to our live streams. Because in addition to Riverdale Roulette, we do also monthly live streams that are exclusive to Patreon. And let me tell you, you think that we don't have a filter right now? Like, boy, howdy. We don't have a filter on live streams. It gets crazy. So if you want more of this for some reason, you should check out our Patreon. And I need to thank some people who've already done that. So let me just thank some Patreon members. And their names are as follows. Anthony Velarde, thanks for joining. Arsalan Menhaj, thank you for joining. And thank you especially for joining at the annual price. That is awesome. And we love to see that. And you are a star and a winner. And you're going to go far, kid. Thank you, Adarakins and Kelsey. That's one person, I think. Thanks for joining. M. Sandish, thank you. Foster, thanks very much. Skies Chaser, thank you so much for joining. And JP, I like your cat icon. You're all equal in the eyes of the Lord. And thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. It really means a lot to us. And it's like literally keeps us alive and doing stuff that we love to do, like make this podcast. So thank you guys very much. And I'm going to, I'm so tired. I'm going to respond to a Spotify comment. Let me just pull up the Spotify comments. Oh, you guys should just comment on our Spotify episodes because I read all of them. I think we all read all of them and they're amazing and we love to see them. And also we pick one every episode, so every other week, to respond to in the midroll. And if you leave a comment, you just might get responded to. That could be an incentive or a cautionary tale, a threat, one might say. So take it as you will. And today I am going to respond to Pigeon Kicker 9000. That's a really mean name. I hope you don't kick pigeons. That is fucked up. Anyways, jumping for joy at the antics of these glorious freaks. Everything about these characters is so fun to me, and I'm excited to see how the heist shakes out. Smiling sunshine emoji. Thank you, Pigeon Kicker 9000. You have no idea, like, how much the antics have not even begun. You just have a big storm coming. You've got no idea, but I'm so glad that you're liking the podcast so far and all the new characters. You guys' support for the new characters has been really awesome, and it helps us feel confident in our choices to play characters that we've played. So thanks. Thanks, guys. Oh, God, did I do everything? Did some stuff out of order, but I think I've got it all. Most recent. Mark is completed. Message to Chantal. Okay, finally, at last, at the end of all things, there is the message to Chantal. Chantal, I loved to see you the other day. It's been a while since we hung out, and I really liked going to see Superman with you. It was a really good movie, and I had a great time. And the code word is Hibiglubi. The sleeper agent is active. Get out of here.
Join us at the Hippodrome for the chariot races.
Man, can us judges even walk over there?
Great question.
We're flying high. I think Valerian can make it, but I'm worried about, what was his name?
Yeah, Master Gavril, he has to be sort of gently escorted.
I think Valerian will help with that. He'll kind of be like, come this way, Master. The blessings of Alosia, they flood us so strong sometimes. It makes it hard to think and to move through this sinful world. We'll get there together.
Yes, and Adrasta seems to be doing, like, pretty okay. Yeah. He's a big, strong guy.
He strikes me as a guy who's used before and has the muscle mass to handle it.
Yeah, he can handle it. Friedrich, the Colosseum is emptying out as everybody is moving to the Hippodrome. As a member of a family of one of the contestants, you are given a priority escort so that you are able to get to the Hippodrome ahead of the crowds. Do you want to do anything in this time here as everybody is moving to the next location?
Cool. Okay. Well, let's see. You said I get to go ahead of the crowds.
Yes. And I will remind you that you, like you said before, you got architectural plans for these buildings.
Yes. But then I do have the escort with me, so I have to keep that in mind too.
Yeah, you might have to do an action roll to get away from them.
You may have to say that you need to go poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have to tell them that you need to poop.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we have left? We have charioteering and what are the other two?
Tactics and poetry.
That's
poetry.
Right. Yep.
That's right.
I mean, I'm down to drug some horses.
Is there an anesthesiologist role to choose the dose?
Yeah.
Choose the correct dosage. No, I don't.
Because we want to drug the horses, but horses are so easy to kill.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to get away from my escort, and then I'm going to have to find a way to drug these horses in such a way that I'm not noticed doing it.
All right, so it sounds like you need to do an action roll, perhaps a prowl.
Exactly.
Position will be risky standard.
So if it doesn't go well, there's a consequence?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm caught drugging the horses, that'd be a big fucking problem for sure. Should I be trying to push myself or get any assistance?
Or I can give you a devil's bargain that you do not have an exit strategy after you get in with the horses.
Interesting.
You would basically
you'd have to cut one open and live inside it like a taunt.
Yeah, you would have no easy way out of the stables.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, take an extra die then.
Devil's bargain.
Exciting. This is our first. No, is this our first? Maybe not.
I think this is our first devil's bargain.
First devil's bargain.
Okay, so that's. Okay, highest was a 5.
Ooh, okay.
Yo.
With a complication, so you slip your escort. As you get into the stables, Friedrich, 2 guards come and stand next to the door.
Okay, so I'm stuck.
You're stuck. So that was the devil's bargain. The complication, I think, is going to be As you look upon all of these horses, you go, shit, I don't know which horse goes to which chariot.
Fuck.
There's no indication there of which horse goes where. So what do you do next?
Oh my God. Well, this is an interesting predicament. I mean, can I do anything to try to increase my horse knowledge?
You could survey or study the horses.
Yeah, I think I'll study these horses.
Study them horses, Friedrich.
Yes.
All right, and I've got 2 points in study.
Yeah, I will say this is controlled standard effect.
Ooh, highest is a 4.
All right, yeah. So as you are standing there, Friedrich, looking at all these horses, and finally you kind of like figure out like, oh, okay, they have color-coded bridles. And you remember that Pepper, her color was assigned as red because it, went with her hair. Mm-hmm. And so as you're looking at this, a boy comes up and he says, Sir, I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got too much sangria. I got turned around. Let me think. How am I going to get rid of this fucking kid?
Poison.
Or damn.
Eye blind.
We have, small coinage money,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
you do.
I think maybe better to try and bribe the kid.
Okay.
All right. And then the action would be, I'm thinking maybe sway.
That sounds about right, yeah.
4 is the higher.
4 is the higher. Okay. So you succeed with another consequence.
Okay. It's like a rabbit hole.
That's the
Deeper and
fun of
deeper.
this game as you fail forward. I think the child takes your coin and he says, okay, sir, go about your business. However, I am going to fill another section of the clock for suspicion.
Got it.
Something weird is going on.
And how full is that clock now?
It is half full.
And how many sections is it?
6. So you
Okay.
have 3 more sections of that clock that could fill.
It seems fine. So yeah, what is the best kind of horse drug? I mean, I feel like it might be good to just trance powder them because I feel like that's not as strong and less likely to
make the
accidentally.
horses high?
Well, yeah, better than killing the horses.
No, I mean, yeah, it's true.
And then as for Dora, I mean, we don't have any specific plan to like get the crown from Dora if she does win.
Yeah, but we might be able to do it. Pepper's making many alliances in the house because she doesn't want to be kicked out of the villa on night 2.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'll go ahead then and I will sabotage all horses except for Dora and Pepper's.
Okay, you've sabotaged these horses. You've used an item for that, so
Yes.
I'm not going to make you roll an action roll for that. You've drugged some horses.
And now I'm going to hide myself in the hay.
You're going to hide in the hay. Okay. I'm going to make you do one more action roll for that to hide yourself
Okay.
well. As you hear footsteps in the hall and the groom's coming, being like, hurry, they're coming. It's almost time. Let's get these horses hitched up.
Prowl to hide?
Yes.
All right. Oh, good. Thank God. Okay. Yes. So my higher one is a 6.
Woo! Okay.
Hell
the dice
yeah.
are with you today,
Being
Errol.
small is good.
You are just a little guy, and you like Scrooge McDuck dive into the hay, and you are completely hidden as the grooms come and get these horses. They do mention like, oh, come on, girl. Move. Oh, what is with these horses?
And I want to say, I feel like I would have drugged them, lightly. Because I don't want it to be insanely obvious that they're drugged.
Yes.
they're just a little slowed down.
Yes.
The grooms are kind of like, oh, they must have gotten into the festival spirit. Perhaps they've had too much wine as well. Oh. All right. So while all of that was going on, Pepper, you are led through the street in another procession through the streets to the Hippodrome, which is nearby, and another crowd waits there to cheer you on. You are led directly through the archway of the Hippodrome, through its gates, and to a waiting chariot, yours painted bright fiery red, with your horses that look alert, and the others' horses look a bit weird and dazed. You are dressed in golden armor and given a magnificent crested helm. Except for Dora, whose armor is a plain leather painted with accents of bronze, and her helm, which is a bronze helm instead of gold.
They
God,
can't
they're
keep
such
getting away with
bitches
this.
to her. Okay.
fuck.
I am making eye contact with each one of my opponents and winking at them and saying good luck.
And Dora sidles up to you a little bit, and she says, truth be told, this event frightens me. I know not how often you have attended this in the past, but this is where there are many injuries.
Oh, Well, I take her hand and I look at her right in the eyes and I say, Dora, I have it on good authority that Aloysia is watching out for us.
And she smiles and nods and squeezes your hands. And then the announcer comes to the center of the arena and he makes a big announcement. He says, no! Those of you who were not lucky enough to see the first events of the day must certainly be excited. Let me hear you! Now, this our most exciting event. Our fine ladies will complete 5 laps around the hippodrome if they can. Anyone who is unable to complete the 5 laps will be eliminated. The first to finish 5 laps or the last woman standing shall be the victor.
So no judging on this one.
No judging. It's straight up and down. Who wins?
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So I'm going to roll for the 3 women whose horses have been drugged. We'll see how bad they do. I'm going to roll 2 die for each of them and take the lower.
I didn't drug those horses for nothing.
Olympia, yeah, her horses are just slow. They are slow and distracted. Pavlina, kind of the same. She is going, yeah, and the horses are just not responding to her. And then Fotini, her horse is scared by something and veers off wildly and crashes in. She crashes into Pavlina's chariot. And both women are taken out of the race.
Whoa!
2 laps in.
Does that mean they're disqualified from the whole festival?
They are just disqualified from
Just
the
from the
event,
race,
unless
okay.
they are too injured to go on. Which,
Right.
let me just go ahead and make a fortune roll for each of
Oh my
these
God.
women. Pavlina's still in it. Fotini is not. So her chariot crashes into Pavlina's, and she is sent flying, and she just eats dirt.
Dead.
And when she sits up, she has a big gash in her forehead that is just bleeding.
Oh my God.
profusely.
Damn.
And her leg is at an awkward angle.
Oh shit! Oh, Valerian's cheering. He is having the time. He's like,
Sounds
this is like
sounds like he's being a WWE audience member.
like, he's right at home with this shit.
He is, I mean, he's still high.
He is also still high. Yes.
All right, so Dora is also going to roll, and oh shit. She didn't have disadvantage, but she rolled a 1.
Okay.
Her chariot gets tied up behind the crash, and she lags very far behind. Pepper?
If I use a skill, do I get?
Yeah,
Can
if
I
you-
get more?
Yeah, if you want to roll an action roll instead of a fortune roll here.
Maybe finesse to just like finesse my horses.
Yeah, I think that would work for driving.
Seabiscuit
Okay.
that shit.
Seabiscuit that shit.
Oh God. Cool. I got 2 5s.
Hey!
Nice.
All right. You succeed with a consequence. I'm going to say the consequence is that as you are going by with your undrugged horses that are listening to what you say, the other women kind of realize again that something's not right here. Like there is something weird about their horses that is not weird about yours. And I'm going to fill in another section of the ladies' suspicion clock.
How's that one doing?
That is also now 3 out of 6. So, in the end, Pepper, I think you win. You sail by these women.
Yeah.
Olympia comes in second, Dora comes in third, and the other 2 are disqualified due to the crash.
So as you know, she crosses the finish line. Pepper, she doesn't stop. She keeps going until she comes to the place where the crash is because she wants to check and see if everybody's okay.
Pavlina is absolutely irate, and she is just screaming at Fotini for being a clumsy oaf, and you'll never be anything more than a lowly priestess, and Aloysia does not favor you. And she is just tearing into this poor concussed girl.
Whose
Oh my
leg
God.
is like broken.
Yeah.
Are there like medics of some kind
Oh
coming?
yeah, Temple Acolytes are coming to take Fotini off the field.
Okay, and then
Pepper kind of avoids looking at Fotini and her wounds. And she holds a hand out for Pavlina. And she says, come on, you can ride with me.
She gives a haughty sniff towards Fotini, and she accepts your hand and gets up onto your chariot behind you.
And Pepper calls out, Fotini, I hope you feel better.
Valerian, what have you been doing?
Honestly, Kat, this was a free tournament for him. So he has been doing absolutely nothing except having a good fucking time.
Having the time of his life.
He's carousing with the judges, with the hero,
This
Adrostus.
is the type of shit that he also would have done, like, back in his home world. Like, he for sure held, like, horrible tournaments like this.
Nice.
And so he is just, like, at home.
Are you eyeing up that sword, though?
Oh, yeah, he is eyeing up the sword. Yeah, but he's waiting.
He's waiting for
the opportune moment.
Yes. And Adrostus, he is also really into this. Like,
Yeah. I want to try a little, while we're laughing and cheering in jubilation, I just want to put my hand on his knee.
oh.
What does he do? How does he react to that? Very casually.
Oh, he glances down at your hand on his knee and, I suppose you are like this really...
I'm incredibly charming.
You are.
And I have not done anything to him.
You haven't.
Except for make him high, but he seems fine with it and he doesn't know it was me.
He flashes you a little smile and he says, "Did you know your eyes are the same color as Aloysia's sun as it flashes her warning to sailors in the dawn? It's an unusual color. I don't think I have ever seen its like."
My parents told me that I was blessed by Aloysia's red sun.
It could very well be. And he takes a sip of his wine.
Okay.
You guys have a little thing.
All right, I was just sussing him out because I want to know if this guy's gay.
Well, you know.
It's ancient Greece.
ancient Greece.
You're right, everybody is gay. And also,
I was going to say bye.
one of my many potential angles to get the sword.
I know.
You are
And multiple swords.
All right. So, Pepper, you and the other women are escorted back to the Colosseum. The rest of them travel on foot, except for you, Pepper, who are taken up in a chariot by the hero Adrostus himself. And he holds out his hand to you in a very gallant way, and he says, "Hold on tight, my lady. We will ride fast."
I don't take his hand, but I climb on the chariot and I go, "Wow, this is so cool!"
And he
I give him a pat on the back.
and he gestures for you to like hold his waist and be like, "Hold on tight."
Valerian gives you a thumbs up from the...
Oh yeah,
He's
okay.
like, "Get it!"
He's like, yeah.
All right, Pepper does that. She like holds on.
And you can see Pavlina is giving you the dirtiest look.
I give her a look like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
He takes you back through the streets. You guys ride ahead of the losers, and he's holding the reins in one hand and waving at the adoring crowds with the other.
Cat, is his sword...
Yes, it is belted to his waist again.
Cool. Just making sure.
Pepper clocks that, but she's gonna say,
You know, I've been talking to the other girls at Adrostus, and a lot of them seem really into you.
Well, you say that as though you are not.
Well, I mean, you're a very handsome man.
I don't want to get in anybody's way. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, you know?
I will tell you a secret then.
Yeah?
I have already made plans to propose marriage to whoever wins the contest today.
Oh, I see.
I had hoped it would be fair Olympia, for her father's lands are many, and her beauty is famed worldwide, though Pavlina is also, and perhaps more beautiful. But, Lady Peppera, you have been a most unexpected surprise. Most welcome.
That's so interesting. It's true. Olympia does have huge tracts of land. I guess I'm just wondering, like, would you really propose to anyone who won?
Well, it would not be proper for me to propose to the Peladora. Our standing is too far apart, but of the other contestants, yes. Though perhaps it is best that the Lady Fontini is no longer participating, as she has already been pledged to the temple.
That's so interesting. Well, I'll be sure to listen to that question if I win. And I will listen to it with my ears. Yeah.
I hope that you would listen to it with your heart, my lady.
Pepper just like nods at his proclaimment of heart listening. She's really not about this for once.
All right. We'll come back to that. Friedrich.
Yeah.
You are still in the stables.
Indeedly so.
Indeedly so. So I think once everybody is kind of moved off and the horses are being brought back, I would say you probably have an opportunity to get out of there.
Awesome. Okay, maybe another prowl.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We'll try prowling and just see how that goes.
Let's see how the prowling goes.
All right.
You've been a pretty sneaky boy so far.
We'll do our best. Okay, so the highest is a 3. What does that mean again?
That is a failure, my friend.
I don't care for that.
You don't care for that. So as you are trying to like slip out of the hay, you just biff your timing. You absolutely just biff it, and you pop out of the hay just as a groom is bringing one of these poor drugged horses back into the stable where you were hiding.
Shit. Okay. I'm thinking about my options here.
I will also say you can resist the consequences. That's something we haven't talked about. You can
tell me about that.
So what it will be is you will be rolling an attribute, so either insight, prowess, or resolve. I would say with this, to resist, I would say this is probably prowess to try and get out before this guy like sees your face.
That makes sense, yeah.
Automatically you suffer 6 stress, and then you will subtract your highest die from your resistance roll.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So if you got a 6, you would take no stress?
Yep.
And how many dice do I roll for
you
prowess?
Roll for prowess, however many pips you have in prowess.
Okay, so I've got 2 pips in prowess.
Okay.
Makes me so nervous.
You got this.
Okay, my highest was a 5.
Okay.
yeah.
You only take 1 stress. He sees that like somebody was there, but you managed to get out before he sees that it was you.
Thank God. And I think I'm going to take a little emotional stress point.
I am going to say this does tick up your temple suspicion clock, though. So
yeah, we got to work on getting that down.
Yeah, so you've got only 2
left.
2 left here. And so, Friedrich, as you're making your way back, you notice someone who catches your eye who is slipping in just ahead of you. You notice her because she is tall, like much taller than the other women you've seen in this world, and pale, almost washed out looking in this sun-drenched setting. She's wearing simple, undyed servant's clothes, and as she approaches one of the servants' entrances, there's a loud crash behind you as someone knocks over the stall of a vendor selling souvenir sun crowns made of woven and painted reeds. The guards turn their attention towards the commotion, and you see this woman slip in undetected.
Into the Colosseum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, into a servant's entrance.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like we gotta know what the juicy goss, right? Valerian's got tactics covered,
I've got tactics covered.
So, like, there's no reason I can't, investigate what's going on here.
And I have full confidence in Pepper's ability to do poetry.
Well, oh yeah.
You guys did rely on her to do music, and
that's why I have full confidence.
Well, tactics is next, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I can come back for poetry.
All right. Well, then if you want to follow her undetected, you'll need to make an action roll.
Yes, and I'm gonna use Prowl.
Okay.
So let's go.
I'm going to say this will be risky standard.
Okay. Yes, so I am going to roll to Prowl.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh, fuck yes. Oh my God. I rolled a 6.
All right. You stealthily prowl after this woman and slip in just behind her while everybody's still distracted from this big commotion of the stall being knocked down and these reed crowns being strewn all over the street.
Mm-hmm.
So you follow this woman into the shadowy corridors of the Colosseum servants' entrance, and as you're back there, she stands out even more so than she did before, because now you can see her next to all of the servants, which the servant class in this world is called the Helots.
Yeah.
So you see her out next to all these Helot servants who are all, they don't look like they got a lot of great nutrition in childhood. Let's put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You might actually fit in better with the Helots than you do with the Aristo that you are pretending to be. So this woman being so very tall and so very pale next to all these very tan
people who work in the sun.
People who work in the sun, yes. Something about her really isn't quite fitting in, but she slips through this crowd very deftly.
I bet she's from the train.
So you follow her all the way to a room where there are another couple of guards, and you see her sort of stop there. And she's sort of assessing the situation, looking at these 2 guards. What do you want to do?
Where is she trying to get into?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, Friedrich, you don't know. It's just a room that has 2 guards in front of it.
Okay.
She's sort of standing like around a corner, peeking out, like looking at this room or this doorway where there's 2 guards standing there. The guards are armed with spears and short swords standing in front of the door, and they're looking, honestly, pretty bored. As you're watching her, you see her start to pat through her clothes, sort of taking inventory of something that she might have on her.
Mm-hmm. Well, my assumption is that she's probably from a rival gang. And we do need 3 artifacts, and right now we've only got our eyes on 2.
Yeah, you've got one more stop to get the next artifact, so you don't have to get them all right now.
We don't. Okay. How about I do something to distract the guards?
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to, I think maybe a grenade's too extreme, so I'm going to go for a smoke bomb.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of slip a bit further away. Maybe if there's like a hall, like throw it down the hall.
Okay.
And then from there, shout out like, oh, good God.
All right.
Someone help.
Let's make an action roll for this.
Yeah. Tinker's my best, so.
Okay. I'm going to say this is controlled with standard effect.
Okay, another 6.
Excellent. Oh, wow. You are doing great today, Friedrich. Yes. You set down this bomb. You set it off, put it in just the right spot and set it off on a timer so you're able to run further away and then do your, oh, God. And the guards come. They sort of look at each other and then they lean into the room for a second and then they run off towards the smoke bomb. And Friedrich, you're able to see the woman slip into the room.
I'd like to follow her.
You'd like to follow her? You do. I won't make you roll for that because you've already distracted these guards pretty dang well. And so you follow this woman into the room and you get in there just in time to see her slit the throat of a third guard who was sitting in the room playing a little game on the table.
Okay.
Damn,
yeah, I bet she's from the train.
Yep. And also on the table is the golden diadem crown.
Fuck.
The humble and beautiful Dora. Hold on, let me find out. I have a last name for her.
The Explorer.
Dora the Explorer.